You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Previously on SideQuest Dragon Hunters.
The light of a full moon shines through the clear sky and onto the form of a sleeping boy. Suddenly, a dark shape passes over the moon, blotting out the light. Erast will save us! The dragon!
Sid, why is there so much dust everywhere? It wasn't this dusty yesterday.
It hasn't rained.
Sid, there's a youngish woman bent over something on the road.
Hello, are you adventurers?
Sorta, kinda. You doing a little hunting?
Yeah, a little hunting. There's a dragon in the area.
That sounds nice.
I set a trap for the dragon last night, and I know for a fact that it worked. She points off towards the woods, and you can see glinting in the sunlight this reflective trail. As you press through, you hear noises of creatures in the underbrush ahead. So you sneak up to this ledge, and as you look out over, you see 5 canid figures. Just as Algernon is like, wait, what is that fifth? Why does that look different? Sid, you finish stepping up next to him and step on a twig, and it just snap. Roll for initiative, unless you are Sam or Jenkins.
Wait, why?
We're going to use our stealth.
I was going to say, I also have a thing that lets me use survival for initiative in this terrain.
Do you want to forego whatever you got for stealth?
What did I get?
Well, Sid was noticed.
And I was.
Algernon does not seem to be noticed.
Question for
Get
initiative.
down to
Yes.
business.
D20 roll, then what do you add to it?
Usually perception, unless you want to argue a different skill.
Okay, this is a more legitimate question on my end. Can I know what my roll was for initiative before I decide if I'm rolling another thing for initiative?
Because you made the secret skill roll or stealth roll.
I will tell you, Sam. You are currently sitting at a 25.
With the +2? Okay, that's fine. I'll stay with that.
Did I roll a 12? You don't have to tell me. I'm going to learn here in a second.
You're going to
when-
find out in a minute that there
Yeah.
was a 2 on the die for your secret.
Wow, they're really far away.
They are.
I could kill at least one of them with my boomerang.
Can you turn it to the initiative order?
Yes.
Can we have life?
All right. Backbone, what's your initiative?
24.
Are you a radio announcer?
I sure am. And next up is
Lark.
Lark.
Oh,
He already has mine. And Sam
I realized that after I said that.
17.
Adrian.
17.
Oh.
Nick.
11.
So, interesting.
Bingo.
Algernon was scouting leading up to this, so you all got a +1 to your initiatives.
Oh, sick.
That doesn't stack with incredible initiative.
It does not. All right, so we're going to start at the top of the round with the creature that Sam posited would be a Barghest. It hears that snap of the twig and it turns and looks, and it sees just like the very top of Sid's very tall head poking out from over the bushes, and it begins running off in his direction.
Is it going to leap up 10 feet? How high up are we over them, by the way?
Yeah, so you're on a 10-foot ledge looking down into the clearing. And I'll mention, too, because I didn't describe this when you first came up to this clearing, on the opposite side of the clearing from you is a river that has a weird greenish hue.
Water.
And this Barghest-looking creature storms across the clearing and, as Sam had suggested, leaps up the ledge right next to Sid.
Hello.
And that's where it ends its turn. And one other of these creatures, this warg that Algernon did identify, it gets to go next. And it is running to the base of that hill on the side, and it's making its way up the slope and runs up next to Adrian.
Wait, they were that close to us?
Yeah, they're only a few feet back.
Oh, okay. So for some reason I thought we were 60 feet ahead of the
No, you're
rest of the
10 feet
party.
Well, you don't want to die.
I do. Actually, they don't know I'm here.
Speaking of not wanting to die, Algernon.
Oh, it's my turn.
So you've got 3 wargs still out in the clearing. One is running up the hill towards your group, and the larger creature with bat ears has leapt up the side of the cliff and is standing next to Sid.
So the different one is next to me.
Yes, the different one is right next to Sid.
I'm the upper token.
Let me zoom in your map so you can see.
So starting my turn, I will for, I believe, one action, cast gravity weapon on my boomerang.
It makes it fall to the ground.
I will hunt prey the warg next to Adrian. Never mind. I'm not going to mess with the warg. I'm going to fully focus the bar guest to help my spotter.
Does your spotter have any like any ability to not grant cover, or do you still have cover for the Barghest creature?
Oh, because he's in the way.
Well, if you hunt it, doesn't that negate the cover?
I think hunt prey negates the cover. Got this right here. I ignore the second range increment penalty. It's only going to be a +1, right?
Yeah, it's just a +1. It's lesser cover.
I'll go ahead and just throw. It's not a dragon, is it?
Doesn't appear to be one.
Okay. So I'll throw my boomerang. Ooh, 28.
That's a hit.
It is my hunted prey, so with my puncher's edge, I get an extra d8 of damage. And because I have gravity weapon cast on my boomerangs, on my first hit every round, they deal an additional, at this point it'd be additional 4 damage. 15 points of damage.
And that's counting the bonus from gravity weapon?
Yeah, I rolled pretty low.
All right.
Now, the next time Jenkins, because he is my spotter, I have the sniping duo archetype, and because I've chosen Sid as my spotter, because I've hit this target with a strike, his next strike does 1 additional damage per weapon damage die against that creature. So he'll do an additional 2 damage.
Yeah, depending on what I'm doing.
As long as it's a strike.
Yeah.
And I think those are my 3 actions, so that'll end my turn.
All right. That brings us to Backbone.
Who's the guy up in the yellow circle?
So up here at the top, that is Eliza.
Eliza's
and then this
a man?
one here. These are just the icons I'm using. This one's Eliza, and this one's Diane. Because I didn't make icons for anything that I didn't absolutely have to.
You're good.
I wrote this adventure in 3 days.
We're proud of you.
Wow.
So I'm going to, or the backbone is going to jump up. Well, not jump up, but move to above. Not Diane. I'd like to be above the ranger. Troll.
Toll.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast that lovely cantrip, Inspire Courage.
Yay.
So,
Maybe I should have delayed.
everyone within a 60-foot, or all my allies, I should say, within a 60-foot emanation, gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
All right, everyone. It's your duty, your goal, your job in life. Remember that +1.
So you've strode. You have inspired courage. Backbone, you have 1 action remaining.
Can I cast guidance?
Yes.
But does that stack?
No.
So there's not really. Well,
So they could use the guidance on something else that's not an attack
Yeah,
roll.
like a save or a skill check.
I'm gonna save it. I'm doing nothing for my 3rd action.
Recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge. That's a good idea.
Which reminds me, Algernon.
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 Toll.
Algernon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's up?
Algernon, at the end of last episode, you succeeded a recall knowledge check and identified the
Wargs.
the wargs, the more common of the canids below. 2 of them seem weaker and 2 of them seem stronger. But normal wargs are level 2. You may ask one more question. I forgot to do this before Backbone makes his recall knowledge, so he has more information about what he's recalling about. If he chooses wargs, or he wants to know more, or if he decides to identify the other creature, since we know about the wargs.
Weakest save.
Will
Save. Okay, cool.
Backbone, what would you like to recall knowledge about?
I choose to identify the other creature.
All right,
Congratulations.
that will be a religion check.
A religion check.
That's
Religion.
not good.
What's your religion bonus?
That's a +3.
Oy.
What do you
I would not expect religion.
I would.
Oh.
He doesn't have bardic lore.
He should?
That's if you choose the right muse, you get it for free.
Oh. Gosh darn it, Petite.
So sorry.
As I typically do, if you say, I want to recall knowledge about that, and I'm like, it would be this skill, and you go, oh, I'm not good at that skill, you can back out and do something else. So you can commit and recall knowledge about that, or you can say, oh, not religion, I want to recall knowledge about something else. It's up to you.
Oh, well, religion is a very weak skill, but I would prefer... Is there anything I could do survival on?
Not to recall knowledge in this case. What kind of lures do you have?
Theater.
Ah.
Are any of them actors?
Unfortunately, there's a distinct lack of thespian threats.
I don't know. The one speaking goblin seemed pretty theatrical.
One more! One more!
I
day.
will stick with that religion.
All right.
One more sandwich.
I'll find my way. I can go the distance.
So this is a goblin dog.
A goblin dog.
It's a level 3 creature,
Mm.
and they have like a disease that you can catch if they bite you. A goblin dog.
Goblin dog.
Wait, so there are 2 goblin dogs, 2 wargs.
There's there's 4 wargs. 2 of them just look tougher than the others, and then the one that's different and has stepped up next to Sid, Backbone has identified as a goblin dog.
Oh.
I relay that to everyone.
Thank you.
Oh,
welcome.
It's a goblin.
Oh,
dog.
so don't get bit.
I don't plan on it. That's why I'm standing up here.
Don't get bit. That's a good advice.
Bitey no.
Bitey, yes, yes.
2 more wargs get
No.
to take their turn.
Gosh diddly darn.
So is this just jumping up the cliffside? What's going on?
So the tokens are moving in a straight line, but they are actually going around.
Okay. Poor Adrian.
Adrian is now surrounded by 3 wargs on his southern side and is backed up by Lark behind him.
Adrian is suddenly questioning if he's in fact a dog person or not.
Speaking of dog people, Sid, it's your turn.
Wait, is Sid, are you a dog person?
I never really thought about it, but I mean, I could eat. No.
Ah!
I will not prepare that for you.
Yeah, probably best.
That's rude.
There used to be a dog in this caravan.
Why do you think we have a raptor now?
So because I want to protect my new father, I'm going to first call my implement to my hand.
Ooh, what's your implement?
It's my weapon. It's the gigantic axe on my back.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Didn't have very far to travel.
Which makes me clumsy, so my AC is -1. I'm going to go into a rage, which minuses my AC by 1 again. And then I'm going to use this hero point card you have provided to me, which
Ooh.
allows me to make a stride action. Must move in a straight line, but everything in my way, I'm allowed to make a shove check against it for free, and it doesn't affect my attack of opportunity, which would be great if I could do another attack after this, but I can't. So I'm going to do that.
I love this so much. And there's an additional reason I love it that you're not aware of.
I'm scared now.
So as you teleport your weapon into your hand and you begin to move forward, the goblin dog next to you begins to lash out with its claws.
It has attack of opportunity?
Oh boy.
It's amazing!
And what is your AC now that you're clumsy and raging?
Ooh.
21.
Exactly a critical hit.
Oh no!
So I wasted my hero point?
I will allow you to refund it because you're attempting a stride and he disrupts it.
Does it specifically say in his text that it disrupts movement actions on a critical hit? Because a lot of things have attack of opportunities that don't do that.
Oh, you're right. This one only disrupts manipulate. Thank
Okay,
you, Sam.
but he could very well down me.
You take
Yeah.
16 slashing damage.
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh no! I never like it when something does low damage on a high level creature.
It's all right. It's just lashed out with its claw at you. But since it does not have any special ability to disrupt move actions, you may continue
All right.
charging forward.
So remind me, how do shove check? Is it an athletics check against
Yes.
their fortitude?
Yes.
So the first one is obviously the one that just attacked me. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. That is a 33.
That's a critical success.
All right, he gets pushed 10 feet off the cliff. Oh, I can stride after it, but I must move the same distance.
Whee!
Next one up is the one right next.
Before you shove through that, as this goblin dog falls off of the cliff, it doesn't seem to be bothered at all by the fall, even though you feel like that should have hurt it.
Okay. Ooh, that's another high one. 30 for the next shove.
In which direction would you like to move this
Away
warg?
from-
2 feet, 10 feet.
The cliff.
They're all going off the cliff. The wargs took a little tumble.
And
off the cliff.
then, do I get both of them or just one?
Just the one that's to the south of Adrian.
Okay. Not as good, but still good. 28.
Not a critical success.
Okay, so diagonally 5 down.
Whoosh.
So back down the slope of the hill, but
Yeah.
not quite off to fall.
I got you, Dad!
Sid, I'm glad you got it.
Nice opener. I appreciate that. All right. And it is now Adrian's turn.
Ooh, that went very smoothly.
Don't mess up, Adrian.
Oh, thanks. So I've got the 2 normal wargs nearby-ish. Well, one nearby-ish.
Yeah, you've got one that's still adjacent to you, and
Okay.
one that got shoved away by Sid. The other one was shoved off the ledge and is now back on the floor of the clearing.
Okay, I'm gonna need it to, I'm gonna reach out and try and sort of touch it.
Caress it.
Yes. I'd like to try to catch a touch spell, to be specific.
You can do that. As it's
Okay.
snarling, and you just reach out and you're able to
Okay.
lay your hand on it.
Awesome.
Boop
It's gonna need
nose.
to make a fortitude save.
Ooh. What's your DC?
21.
A regular success.
Then I'd like to try to stab it.
So you reach up, you touch the warg, and it just growls. And you stab it.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Awesome.
Natural progression of things.
He is a man, after all.
This is the way of the world.
Oh, I don't think that's going to do anything. 12.
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I legitimately thought you were about to say, yeah, no, that's a hit.
I would be
That
concerned.
would be my turn.
All right. It is now the last and final warg who is still down in the clearing.
Oh, no.
He runs.
But is there difficult terrain?
No.
What? The hill doesn't
He's
count.
climbing up a hill.
You're right. Hold on.
Climb up
He's
the-
running up that hill.
He hit his head.
Hold on. Let's
Running up.
do the math.
There's no buildings here.
There we go. He spends his first stride action. Spends 25, 30, 35, 40. He's one shy.
Oh.
Means he can't attack, right?
Can't do
He is
nothing.
out of actions. He had to use all 3 actions. But now the 3 wargs on the hill are all clustered around Sid.
Nick, throw a bomb.
All right, let me get in there.
Wait, am I last?
No, it is your turn.
Oh. Where am I? Behind Adrian?
Yes, you are right behind Adrian.
Okay. Which 2 wargs should I target, guys? With electric arc.
The 2 in front of me would be great.
Where are you?
I'm at the very bottom in front of Adrian.
Okay, but which 2, Sid? There's 3 of them in
Oh.
front of you.
Well, I would like it if you got the diagonal 2.
Oh, so not the 2 bottom ones, but
The top one
and
and,
then the
bottom
bottom
one.
left one.
Yeah.
If it changes your choices at all, Lark, the 2 wargs on the southern side seem to be a bit tougher than the one that's further up the hill.
Do you care, Sid?
Well, I'm going to hit him regardless.
Okay,
no.
so then I'm just going to target the 2 southern ones with electric arc. Give me a reflex save.
Yeah, what's your DC?
21.
Happy you said that with so much confidence. I almost gave you a reflex save.
Sid, I need a reflex save.
Both of them regularly succeeded.
Oh,
Fine. That doesn't do anything, does it?
They take half damage.
Oh, they take
'cause it's a
half
basic
damage.
Save.
Okay. 6. Already have.
Oh, pre-have.
Yeah.
And you added your spellcasting ability modifier?
Yes.
All right, so they both take that 6 damage.
Recall knowledge? Question mark?
What would you like to recall knowledge about?
Like a specific thing or a skill?
What?
Which creature?
Well, which creature?
What do you want to know?
I don't
Yeah.
know what I want to know.
We know nothing about the goblin bear except for the fact that it is a goblin bear.
The
and
goblin
it's
bear?
level
It
3.
was a goblin.
Goblin dog?
Goblin
Dog.
dog. My
Yeah.
dogs are just bears of the
Goblin
forest.
We know it's
dog.
level 3, and that can give you disease.
And it takes religion to check on it.
Oh, I am not religious.
Neither was I, but
Goblin dog.
All right, what's your religion bonus?
4.
So you learn that it has like pustules on it that if you strike it and you critically fail, it'll actually like spurt poison at you.
Ew.
Ew. Well, we'll take that with a grain of salt because that may or may not be true.
That might help with the pustules.
Grains of salt?
I don't believe they exist as they're spraying in my face, so I'm good.
Nick, your turn.
Yes, Nick, small halfling fellow. So as he said earlier, he's only wearing traveling clothes, so he'll start by grabbing 2 ripcords on the back of his pack, ripping them, and then a bunch of armor uncollapses surrounding his
Ooh,
body.
That's so sick.
And the armor looks very like Gizmo-like there's a bunch of weird parts that are like shifting and moving around as it's over him. Having his shield and the Earthbreaker hammer he has.
Whoa.
He will then, the collapse armor is 1 action. Can I stride and then hit the one that's next to?
Yes. If you'd like, you can stand on the edge of the cliff and hill there and get flanking with Sid.
I have sure feet. I'll go for it.
Ooh. All right. Make your strike attack.
Yes. That would be I think only a 19. I rolled a 6. I get plus 13. Plus 20 total because of the plus 1 from the bard.
20 against its flat-footed AC is a regular hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Flat-footed, off guard.
Then I have 2d6. Man, I'm not rolling well. That is a 1 and a 2 on the d6. I think I have my strength for plus 3, so 6 damage. I did not go into overdrive yet.
All right, so you pulled on your armor, ran into position, and smashed the weaker of the wargs by Sid for 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that ends round 1. It is now the goblin dog's turn. It is out of view of anybody standing up on the hill because it is now at the base of that 10-foot cliff, so you guys can't really see it.
I feel like I could still see it. I've been up against the cliff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose you could see it because you're positioned still where you were, like looking out over the ledge. So you see it kind of like squint and kind of mutter to itself, and then it disappears from view and reappears right at the base of the cliff right next to you, and then kind of looks up at you and growls to itself, and then leaps back up over the cliff. It attempts to leap up behind Backbone, but like hits the side, scrabbles a little bit, and then slides back down.
Poor baby.
All right.
I love it.
It is now the weaker warg that was just smacked with a Earthbreaker hammer's turn. It's going to turn its back on Sid and look at the little halfling in front of it.
Yeah, there's multiple reasons I don't like that he's in that space.
It's going
I agree.
to bite.
Oh,
It's
no.
going to bite him. What's your armor class?
My armor alone is 22.
All right, so he misses, but he will attempt to bite again with his intrepid biting abilities. And he intrepidly bites you.
For what?
He bites you for
Well, no, like, how much did he hit? Was it a 22?
a 26 was his roll.
No, I'm stopping that.
He bites you and deals you 11 damage.
Oh.
And then he just clamps down hard on your arm and you are grabbed.
There's a check he needs to make for that for me, actually.
Oh?
Because I have unfettered halfling.
What is that?
I'm curious how that plays with grab.
It's no longer automatic. They have to make a check against me.
Oh, it specifically does their trait.
If a creature uses the grab ability on you, it must succeed at an athletics check to grab you instead of automatically grabbing
That's
you.
amazing.
That's pretty
extremely
cool.
specific and very helpful.
It also works. It also has a lot of things for like making escape checks and grappling, but that's one of those things where
Perfect
Nice.
for this situation.
So he bites at you and deals you that 11 damage and like starts to clamp down and try to grab onto you, and you're able to just twist your arm out and he is not grabbing you.
So I like to imagine my armor a bunch of shifting pieces, and like it might grab cookware like automatically and move them in front. And so then like it just like when it tries to bite harder to actually clamp down, the pieces just kind of like pry it apart instead.
And he's just sitting there growling with a wooden spoon in his mouth.
Yes.
Nice. My favorite wooden spoon.
Algernon,
Algernon.
it is your turn. You saw the goblin dog kind of like focus and then blink out of existence, reappear at the base of the hill next to you, and then try to jump up and fail.
He is going to throw a boomerang down at the Varghest.
It's a goblin dog.
I'm sorry. I told myself it was a Varghest early on. It's all I can think of. And goblin dogs are so much grosser.
It doesn't seem as gross as the stories you've heard of goblin dogs.
I know, but I have no religion. 34.
So with the angle of the cliff, I was going to give him lesser cover, but that's still a critical hit.
Yeah. And with my gravity weapon and with my precision damage, 40 points of damage.
So
Wait, do I have critical specializations at this level?
as a ranger, I don't know where you get it. It's different for each class.
Weapon expertise. Ooh, I do have it.
Weapon expertise, isn't that level 7?
I got it at level 4. 5. I got it at level 5. It's there.
Oh, wow.
It's a club. You knock the target up to 10 feet away. So I
Beating this thing
just
up.
chuck that thing down on it for 40 points of damage and send it sliding into the tree.
Into a tree.
Does it take force movement damage?
It does not, because it didn't have to move into the trunk of the tree. It's just under the tree.
Can't even see
So
it anymore.
Algernon watches that and goes, "Ah, a good blow. Did anyone... Oh, wait. Backbone, did you see that?
I guess that was cool.
I thought so.
You get the sense that that one blow from your boomerang took out more than half of its health.
All right. Here comes another.
What?
25.
That's a hit.
Now, I don't get my bonus damages. It'll still be 2d6 plus 3.
Watch Algernon just defeat all of these single-handedly.
That would
10
be
points
amazing.
of damage.
Is it dead?
That's exactly enough.
All right.
That's amazing.
Backbone, did you see that?
It was a little cooler that time.
I love the thrill of a hunt. Diane, get that warg. And I use my last action to give Diane 2 action.
So I imagine Diane runs up and attacks the weaker warg that's next to both Sid and Nick.
Point out, no, the weaker one's fine. Diane is 1 level away from getting to where she's double dice
Nice.
for damage. Right now, she's still weak at her level. She will bite down on it. It will attack with a natural 1.
Aww.
Diane has a name.
Oh, that's right. Who has the critical?
No.
Yeah.
This is an unarmed bite.
I haven't even opened this box.
Wait, you mean she can't bite with her hands?
Could slash with her talons.
But that would also be unarmed.
Yeah. Okay. Says got too close. This attack grants and triggers a grapple or grab as a reaction by your enemy.
Oh no!
Diane!
Diane runs up to bite the warg, and the biter becomes the bitten. What is Diane's fortitude DC?
19.
Meets it, beats it. And Diane is grabbed by the warg.
Diane, no.
Backbone, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to inspire courage again, because I just can. Did everybody remember to use that last time, by the way?
It didn't
I
affect
did.
me.
I added it as a custom buff.
Yay.
So it
Oh,
really...
that's a good idea.
Oh, I didn't add the extra damage. I added it as a buff, and I still forgot to add the extra
I
damage.
guess it doesn't matter because it's dead.
Yeah.
Does the buff apply to Diane?
Oh,
Oh.
It does.
Ooh.
that would have been one more to hit.
What would the total have been?
Still would have been a natural. It would have been a 12.
Egots. So from behind the archer, you see just like some floating metal come out from underneath his suit jacket. The backbone, by the way. And they just kind of form into needles and just go flying, hopefully at the most injured warg. Can I do that?
Form into what?
Little needles.
Needles. I heard eels,
That can work too.
so I was confused.
Either that, or do I have a really bad line of sight for the one at the bottom of the hill?
With where you're standing, it would be the same. Lesser cover for the one at the bottom of the hill, and also lesser cover for the one that's holding Diane.
Okay, do I have the possibility of hitting one of my allies?
No.
Okay, then I'm going for the one holding on to Diane. I'm using my app to roll the dice. It says 16. Does that hit the warg?
That does not hit.
Okay.
So like a robot porcupine, your spikes come out and they shoot and they just kind of stab into the grass near the warg's paw.
I really tried.
Wait a minute. Did you add your +1 bonus?
Do I get that?
Yes.
Because it doesn't say that I get that.
You
It
do.
says
You also
that
get
my
that.
allies get it.
You count as your own ally.
You're in the emanation.
Okay, does 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Hey!
Now we know it's
I did
AC.
roll a 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what okay.
So roll for damage as
Yeah.
the spines appear like they're going to hit the ground next to the paws, and then you courageously redirect them.
Okay.
Totally weren't fishing for the AC.
I
No,
wasn't. I
no,
promise.
definitely not.
I don't even know how to do that.
Well, you did a great job of it.
It's our fishing minigame.
Yeah.
That's our fishing
That's a callback.
minigame.
When we fish for the AC.
It's a callback to an episode.
Episode 4.
Listen to the Written and the Lost.
7.
All right, it takes the 7, and I believe that is the end of the Backbone's turn.
He's the end of the backbone's turn.
All right, the warg that is just down the hill will now go, and it will run around just south of Nick. So now Nick has 3 wargs surrounding him.
Oh, no.
Throw the other one near me.
That was a special thing I did.
Oh, you're
Can't
gonna-
just start yeeting your wargs.
He's going to bite him
Oh no!
with a 25 to hit,
Yes.
and he deals 14 damage. He got a little bit of bonus damage because you're surrounded by his pack.
Tactics.
And then again, he's going to try to clamp down and grab onto you.
So he has to make an athletics check because of unfettered halfling.
And again, your armor dissuades the
Nice.
bite, and he's like pulled off.
Excellent.
That's so cool.
And now it is the one that's like down corner-wise.
Mm-hmm.
He's surrounded by his friends. He feels comfortable and confident.
He goes to sleep.
And then he wakes up just in time for his turn. And he will also bite at Nick.
Oh no!
How you looking, Nick?
A bit hurt. We'll see how much this is.
Well, Abby,
What?
you got a natural attack fumble card for me?
Yeah.
I love the title of this. Whirlwind of Shame. You hit every creature adjacent to you except for the target.
Oh, no, Adrian.
It hits me.
You mean
Oh,
the fact
Sid.
that he's surrounded by
Adrian
3 of his
Sid.
pack mates?
Yes, Sid, you get
It
hit.
hits me too.
But so
If
does
and y'all
3
don't
other
mind, I'm just
wargs.
going to roll damage once to
Yeah,
keep things
that's
moving.
fine.
That's amazing. Pack tactics.
Interesting. All of his targets are surrounded by 2 or more, to at least 2 of his pack
That's
mates.
why I said tactics.
10 damage.
Yeah, baby.
Oof.
Wait,
That didn't
Did-
go
did you
well
take
for
damage?
him.
Who all did that hit?
Yeah, I'm by it.
So that would hit Adrian.
Wait.
hold on. How much damage did you take?
10.
How much do you have left?
62.
I'm going to spend this card that says play at any time. Give creature you can see resistance 5 to all damage until the start of your next turn. But
Is it going to
Sure.
be me or Adrian?
Wait.
No, it's
Adrian's
not
not going to
Adrian.
get hit.
Okay, so is it going to be me then?
So whoever just got hit.
Yes. Sid was the only one of the heroes who was hit by that.
So I take 5 damage instead?
Yes.
Sick.
You're
Proper
welcome.
use of a hero point.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm not saying yours was improper, Jenkins.
No, I know. I see how to shove hate. It's fine.
Shape.
Speaking of hate, this warg hates what just happened.
Oh.
He is going to try again to bite Nick,
I think you should just run away.
but better.
Better, with a penalty.
Do worse.
Yeah, he misses.
Well, it was better because he didn't crit.
Yeah, I guess.
He doesn't have a lot of options with having just bit everybody nearby. He's going to swing around the group, kind of squeeze through past Nick and Diane to flank with his friend who's biting Diane.
Let go of Diane! And I'm going to swing at the one holding on to Diane. Well, first, I'm going to... Wait, how does the one holding on to Diane look?
Pretty beat up.
Okay, yeah.
He just got bit by his friend.
I'm going to swing and try to hit the one in
And
front of
in
Diane.
shock, he let go of Diane.
No, this happens all the time. He's used to it.
28.
Yay!
It's a critical hit.
Oh,
Ooh.
It's dead.
it's
I don't even think you
so
needed a
dead.
crit to kill this one.
I want to know how much damage I did. Oh, here's another D12. Gosh darn.
I got one.
Do
I
you
got
need a
one.
D12?
I got one. Thank you, Joel.
Were you about to chuck your metal D12 at him?
No.
Not that hard.
He critically failed. He hit me too.
I was going to gracefully arc it.
46 points of damage.
Whoa, my gosh.
Wait, do you have a useful crit effect on that one?
Let's obliterate
It's dead.
this thing.
It is
A pancake.
a great axe, so I don't know what the axes are.
This might be a metaphysical question, but what does it look like when you hit something with a great axe and deal more damage than its maximum health?
Oh my
Go into the
gosh.
ground a little bit.
Yeah, it goes into the ground a little bit. It's chopped in half, and just blood splurts specifically on me.
It's like an anime.
Yeah.
More blood than humanly, wargedly possible.
Yeah, it's the group axe. Do you know what the group axe does? Oh, critical. Choose one creature adjacent to the initial target within reach. If its AC is lower than your attack roll for the critical hit, you deal damage to that creature equal to the roll of your weapon damage die, including extra damage for its potency rune, if any. So the adjacent one also gets dealt 13 damage.
Which one of the adjacent ones?
The only one that's close to me that I can hit.
Oh, I thought it just needed to be adjacent to the enemy. Oh, and within reach, yeah.
Yeah.
So the one to the south of 13 points of damage.
Wow.
So yeah, you just cleave right through the warg that was biting onto Diane and just keep that momentum going and just hack into the side of the one next to you. And it is also not looking good now.
And then I'm going to swing at it, and since my weapon has sweep, I get a +1 circumstance bonus.
Just drive that momentum through, keep it going.
So let's see. 15 minus 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Okay. I'm going to glimpse weakness it, but first. So this will be my third action. 16.
That will miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's okay.
Hey, you had a really good turn.
Yeah, I did have it. I'm not upset about it at all.
And it is Adrian's turn.
I would like the one closest to me to make a will save, please.
Ooh, what's the DC?
21.
A fail.
It's a regular fail?
A regular fail.
That still works. He's going to take 11 mental damage as he is dazed.
Oh.
But he's not stunned. He's okay for that.
Getting hurt all up in his mind.
I'm going to try and stab him.
Round 1, touch and stab. Round 2, mind touch and stab.
19.
That hits. This is one of the tougher wargs, but the 19 does hit.
11 stabby stab.
Wow.
Nice.
So 22 damage overall. He's not looking good. He is now bloodied. And it is now the southernmost warg who is standing next to Sid and just wiped the sweat off his brow as he was missed. It is his turn.
It's Southwark.
South Warg! South Warg sadly realizes that he had a reaction he should have used, but he will shake that off and bite Sid. A 24?
Yeah.
He deals 7 damage.
No more tactics.
But then he will clamp down with his jaw, and you are grabbed because you're not a tricksy little halfling.
Yes, I am. Roll.
Oh, well, I guess if you say so. But as he's continuing to bite you and hold on to you with his jaw, he'll just kind of crunch down in another bite attack. And he misses.
Ha!
And Lark, it is your turn.
Where am I?
You are here.
Thank you.
Up the hill, next to Adrian, next to Diane, and next to a warg,
Thank you.
who is a tougher warg.
It's Northwark.
North Warg.
Northwark.
Northwarg.
Narg.
Narg.
Portmanteau.
Yeah, this is the warg that bit all of his friends.
I was going to try to produce flame on it, but I don't think that hits.
What'd you roll?
A 13.
Unfortunately, you produce flame elsewhere.
Okay. Well,
Oh, look, evidence of a dragon.
would it be an action to take my club?
To draw the
To
club?
draw the club,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. That's a waste of an action then.
Had it drawn.
I did not have it drawn. I would like. Oh wait. Okay. If I move, is it gonna bite me?
We don't know if orcs have AOOs. Although
It was
Jordy
the
did
goblin
say,
dog that did it.
Yeah,
right?
Jordy did say that he had an action that he didn't use earlier that he could have. However, Jenkins did run past a huge group of them without getting AOO'd.
But he could have just been setting a trap.
I know.
I think
He's a tricksy DM.
Sam, think you're safe to run.
I mean, I just want to back up like
You could do a guarded step. If you-
10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet. Never
10
mind.
feet away. I want to back
You
up.
cautiously stride away, and the warg growls to himself, wishing he had an opportunity to attack. Nick, it is your turn.
Oh, man, those bites hurt. So now there's only one warg next to me. Many of his friends have either run away or died.
Yes.
Please don't explode now.
I'm not going to anymore.
You can diagonally move, then
I
explode.
could. That's only two of them.
Would it hit me, though?
It would.
I'm okay.
You
with
could
this.
stride down to the spot below the two of
I
them.
could go down beyond that. Or what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to first overdrive my armor.
Ooh.
So that's one action. So I have to attempt a crafting check with a standard DC. Crafting check. Ooh. That is a 10 on the die plus 12 for my crafting skill.
Regular success.
What does this
All right.
do?
Regular success. Well, now that my armor has been overdrived, it will last for a little bit. My gizmos go into overdrive, adding power to my attacks. As a critical success, except the additional damage is equal to half your intelligence modifier.
But it was a normal success.
That is normal success.
Okay.
I think then a critical success on the strike
Ah.
is what it is.
So what it's doing is it's listing out the effects you'll get in the critical success, and then on the regular success, you only get half of those effects. So you'd want to reference what's in the critical success to see what
yeah.
it does.
So what my strike deals additional damage equal to my intelligence modifier for 1 minute.
Gotcha.
But instead, it's half your intelligence modifier.
Yes.
That's cool.
It's cool.
So that's one action. And then how's the one next to me looking? Is it okay or is
He
it not
hasn't. I think the only time he's been hit is by his buddy. Yeah, he was bit by his buddy. That's the only hit he's taken.
Okay. Well, instead of spinning an action to raise my shield, I'm just going to go for the Megaton Strike instead for 2 other actions. That will be I make a strike. So let's see if this hopefully hits. That is a 20.
And that's a
Wait,
hit.
21. Thank you for the +1 from the bard. So
Ooh.
regular hit, cool.
Oh, I forgot about the +1.
Mm-hmm. And because it's the Megaton Strike, I deal an extra die of weapon damage. So
All
that's 3d6.
+1 from the bar.
And then also plus my intelligence modifier as well. Half my intelligence modifier.
So 3d6 plus strength plus half intelligence plus 1.
It's 9, 14 on the die total, and then 3 for strength. I think then 2. Is it rounding up on modifier or rounding down?
Rounding down.
Rounding down, so then that'd be only +1 from that, so that is 14, 18, 19 damage.
Wow.
As I imagine the Megaton strike, you still like I go to wind up my arm to strike with my hammer, and you see like my armor starts to add in like tension until it like reaches breaking point and then just releases in a heavier hit.
What? Oh, that was a great blow, Nick.
And that was a heavy blow. That warg went from only being bit by his friend to not looking good. He's on his last legs now.
Nice.
But that is all my actions then. So
And that brings us to the head of round 3. Just a quick recap. Goblin Dog is dead. One of the weaker wargs is dead. There are 2 tougher wargs remaining. One next to Sid and one next to Diane and Adrian. And then one of the weaker wargs still up and next to Nick. And it is Algernon's turn.
I'm going to give Diane 2 actions to start.
Oh.
And which one's how much health does the one on the warg at the top have? Is it looking really bad?
He's bloodied.
Which one's the worst looking one?
The one over by Nick.
Diane's gonna move down there. Can it flank with Nick?
It can. It'll be a little bit down the hill, but not so much as to be a problem.
Then she will go down the hill and flank with Nick, and she will attempt to bite this warg. In case you're wondering, she has 50 feet of movement, so she can get around pretty well.
Wow.
She's speedy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 19.
Nice.
That's a hit.
9 points of damage.
So Diane runs around, flanks with Nick, and just chomps on the warg, who just decides it's not worth it to keep fighting.
Did she just kill this thing?
She got it.
Nice.
As she chomps down on its throat, it decides it doesn't want to live anymore. Is that what she just said?
It's just not worth resisting anymore. He just got smacked in the face with a hammer designed to break walls.
Yes, it's true.
I probably only killed it thanks to Inspire Courage, so 10 out of 10. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Petite.
Woo.
Then he is going to hunt prey the one below. No, the one right at the top because there's no cover there. And then throw a boomerang. 18.
With Inspire Courage? That's a miss.
I will use my hero point. Play after you fail an attack roll. You succeed instead.
That's a hit.
You missed. Did I?
So the boomerang like swings past his head and the warg looks at you like, ha! And then it just comes back around.
19 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he went from bloody to not doing good.
It was a good hit.
Aha, thank you. That's my turn. Hunted prey. That was an action, Jordy.
I missed that one. All right, Backbone.
So this is definitely a question I should have asked a while back. Within a 60-foot emanation, does that mean 30 feet in all directions around me or 60 feet
60
around
feet
me?
around you. So I marked on the map this like vague circle.
Inspire Courage is good.
Yeah.
A lot of range.
Generally, Inspire Courage is like if you are out of range of Inspire Courage, you're on the opposite side of the battlefield.
Basically, if you could hear it, you're good.
I figured it was good, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, you're inspired again.
Woo.
I must say, I really enjoy this tune. What do you call it?
It's called yelling.
Oh. Well, short and sweet.
So the needle, the darts, needle darts, that's the spell name.
Nart.
Pops out from underneath my coat again, and they fly towards the, I'm going to say the stronger of the wargs.
So the one that has more health, or just one of the, because the two that are up are the two
Oh.
tough ones now.
Okay.
So there's one that's healthier down by Sid, and then one that's on his last leg up by Adrian.
Last legs.
All right.
We're going to try to
Yes, kill it, Backbone. I believe in you.
You got this.
24.
That's a hit.
Don't forget your bonus damage
Beautiful.
from yourself.
That's damage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
damage
just-
rolls.
All attack rolls and damage rolls get buffed. Doesn't have to be a strike.
That 3 looked like an 8, and I was really wondering why there was an 8 on my 4. 4, 3, 2, don't say 1. 9,
10.
10.
And the needle darts finish the warg.
Woo!
All right, so you inspired courage. You needle darted a warg to death, and it is now Sid's turn. Sid, you are face to face with the last remaining warg.
He has me grappled.
He does.
What does that do again?
You are flat-footed,
Oh, that's it?
and if you try to take a manipulate action, you have to succeed a flat DC 5 check, and you cannot walk away from him.
I'm going to intimidate him
That's the thing you can do.
with my prowess. 29.
He is very frightened as you critically succeeded on your
Good.
intimidation check.
And then I'm just going to swing for him. 28.
Critical hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because you intimidated him.
Yes.
Kill it.
Sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Sid.
54
Oh!
points of damage.
Once again, enough damage to kill him from full health.
You hit it so hard you bludgeoned it.
I don't think you can identify what that was anymore.
No.
And with that, the last of the canid combatants are dead.
What a show.
Ugh,
Wow.
those teeth hurt.
Wonderful.
Well, that certainly wasn't a dragon.
Oh, I'm a little hurt.
Did you guys see how I took that thing on and
Yeah,
killed it?
I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I was just worried about my new dad.
That's fine. It apparently couldn't climb back up the cliff, and it was quite easy to just kill.
And I'm going to call a halt to the whole proceedings. Court is in session. I want to vote, and Sam and Jenkins can't vote. Which of them should get the hero point?
Oh, okay. You guys can have joint custody of the hero point.
Fine. That's better than only one of us getting it.
And you guys get to decide on it together.
And this tale of orphans and surrogate family joint custody. This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists, with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.